Hey there, it's Shanel here from the Heart and Soul with your weekly Oracle card reading for November 11th through the 17th, 2019. I was really drawn to the Pharaoh Tarot card deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Beautiful deck. Again, like I said before about the tarot decks, is they're very big, which makes it a little more difficult for my tiny hands to shuffle these decks. But we're gonna draw 3 cards. Just want to get them a little shuffled. These aren't a deck that I use all the time. They're a newer deck that I've gotten. They're jumping though, so that's card number 1. And card number 2. Let's draw 1 more. That's card number 3. So let's see what the energy is up to this week. Our first card is 8 of Summer. So I know I've talked about Tarot before. They have the major arcana cards and minor arcana cards. In this deck, the minor arcana cards are all the seasons. So this is 8 of Summer. So it's a kind of an emotional deck, or sorry, the suit of Summer is the emotional part of the deck. So the desire for more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. This is definitely a theme that keeps rolling around and it's not done happening, hence the reason it's coming back up again. Our next card here is Prince of Summer. Definitely a theme here going on. Summer suit once more. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. That second half is really important. Sometimes we get swept away by the emotions and the excitement and the exhilaration that's brought by new things. And we need to be careful that we're staying grounded in those moments as well, so we're actually seeing the things as we need to see them. Seeing the red flags that pop up, seeing the blocks, seeing, problems that are going to arise. That's really important. That's not just in romance, but that's in career, passions, all those steps that we're taking right now. That's what this is talking about. All right, our third card, King of Summer. And I swear this deck is shuffled. You watched me shuffling it away. Definitely, this week is all about the emotions, about the heart and the soul. So King of Summer is honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. It really feels like we're coming to that point where things have come together and we're just moving forward. I talked about that in last week's video. That theme is continuing on this week. So, and again, last week we talked about listening and catching those small details that will make a big difference in the shift forward. And that is here again this week in that card that talked about being grounded. The universe is asking us to be very grounded right now. The energy of fall is very windy and vata and flowing, and it's important to stay grounded during that flighty, blustery kind of energy. I always like to think of it as our feet rooted into the ground and our branches reaching up to the heavens. We need to have that balance point. If when I do the work that I do, if I'm not grounded enough, then I just kind of float away up into the ethers and it can get a little messy up there on its own. Having that groundedness keeps a balance for me. And it's a balance that you also need to find for your own life. Sometimes when we're swept up in the energy, we're swept up in love or excitement, something new, we get carried away and we forget to actually slow down and see what's happening. So don't rush into signing any contracts or any leases for anything. Don't rush into maybe moving in with your partner or getting married really fast. Don't rush into new steps. Think about them. Sit with the quiet, dig deep into your soul, and take the time to really connect. Now, I am a big person that I always say, don't don't talk to the heart and don't talk to the mind. You got to talk to that place in between that connects the two. That's where our intuition lies. when we move from a place of emotion, sometimes it doesn't go so well. When we move from a place of logic, again, takes us to the opposite end of the spectrum and maybe doesn't go where exactly we need to. But when we can find that middle ground of intuition that listens to the heart and listens to the mind and brings it to this middle zone, and really allows us to connect into that energy of the universe and what our spiritual path is, it takes us a little bit in a different direction. It allows us to be open. It allows us to trust. So trust is really important this week as well. You need to trust in the path that the universe has for you. When you get to a part in your path where you're a little confused or unsure of what's going on, remember to use that saying of, show me the truth in this situation in a way that I can fully understand it. When we add that fully understand it part, the universe is going to show us which way we need to travel. And if it's not showing you, then it might be time to just sit on your hands and not do anything at all. It feels complicated right now. It feels energetically very big right now. It feels like there's so many tentacles moving in so many different directions, but it does feel like it's moving all in the right direction. So hold on, get grounded, remember to listen, connect in all those beautiful things that you have been taught to do and come so innately within ourselves. When we can go to that place, when we can release fear, it all just moves so much more smoothly. I am sending you so much love this week. Remember, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, like this video if you want them to show up week after week in your inbox. I really appreciate your love and support in watching my weekly oracle card readings. From my heart and soul to yours, have an amazing week.